With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play from scrimmage, it's Culpepper. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Fires quickly to White. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Roddy White from 10 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, Culpepper. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Play action. It's Rodgers. Jerry Rice, open right side. Finding room at midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! Jerry Rice, 82. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. To the air right away is Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He gets it underneath to Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now Sanders. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, Rodgers. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rodgers now to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers going to throw. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Rodgers. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Mixon from 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw here, hauled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now a carry for Allen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now Elway to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Elway. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Elway. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, Elway. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gano for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll look downfield for Waller, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to let it go again, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Elway. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th. It's Elway. This is Smith with a grab. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Elway. Underneath to Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Elway looking to pass again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practice it.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Elway. In trouble, and he's taken down. The fridge, William Perry, coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first, they'll throw with Elway. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Allen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Elway to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
26. Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mixing up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got it down to the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd down and 8. And again, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there. 55 yards. No matter the age, John Elway can still throw the deep ball, can't he?
I think he could be 900 years old and still throw a deep ball. That's one of the best attributes of his game. Had to be hard for him to check it down because he had so much confidence in his arm. And when you make plays like that, you understand why.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. To throw is Rodgers.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
25.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man. It's White. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw, Rodgers. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time, second goal. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. So the defense has to stay out again. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26. Number 50, and you block over here.
On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, take 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And touchdown! Darren Waller, 43 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play.
I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's swung out wide to Sanders. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, 626.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action. Now Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Rodgers going to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Mixon again, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
26.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun again to Mixon, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Rodgers. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 20. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Elway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. play action. Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The slot man in motion right. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Mixon with a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Able to get it down to the 25 there. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon will take it in. Touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.